Guys, I'm so tired of waiting on any updates for Avatar Studios and Netflix's live-action Avatar The Last Airbender series. Excuse me? We have 2 articles in the last 3 news topics to talk about? Okay, let's get on with it. What's going on, everyone? James here with some real news, and yes, finally I'm back with an update on not only Netflix's live-action Avatar The Last Airbender series, but we also have some updates on Avatar Studios and not 1, but 2 movies that are currently in development. Now, before we get into the news, all of my articles are being sourced from Avatar News. Huge shout out to them. They are always on it with any new updates, and so the sources, I guess, that they have, it must be good because everything that they've at least reported on has come true. So that is a good thing. Now, before we get into all of this, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about news updates like this and a lot of Avatar. So if you do too, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on the bell, and hit the thumbs up button. Of course, if you are excited for not only the Netflix live action series, but also Avatar Studios and all of their shows and movies that are reportedly supposed to come out hopefully soon, we'll talk about that too. Now guys, let's get on with it. Again, we got 3 news topics to cover. Number 1 being that we have not 1, yes, but 2 theatrical animated Avatar The Last Airbender movies in development by Avatar Studios and Paramount. One of them is reportedly a prequel movie, and the other is going to be centered around Zuko himself. And I quote from the Avatar News article, "I can finally reveal the first concrete bits of what I know about Paramount and Avatar Studios' epic upcoming movie and show slate. A rumor has been going around recently that one of their movies will be a prequel. I got the go-ahead from my source to confirm that this is true. I can also exclusively reveal the concept of one of the other movies in development, a Zuko-focused story." Now, let me be completely honest with you. Both of these projects sound way far off. If I had to even guess which one we might get earlier than the other, it's probably going to be the Zuko film, but man, both of them just sound so far out there, you know, maybe like 4, 5, 6 years is when we're seeing any of these movies. But I mean, I want to say that hopefully we'll get it sooner, but man, we haven't even gotten official looks at these projects that they're working on at Avatar Studios. We haven't even gotten any sort of teases at any Paramount or Paramount Plus events, so what gives? But this is a good sign. And even though details are thin right now, at least the article has some insight into what we could see. And I quote, "The time period the prequel movie will be set in is not confirmed. Basically anything before Sokka and Katara freeing from the iceberg could be considered a prequel. So it's not necessarily directly connected to the original. It could be Avatar 1, Kyoshi, Uncle Iroh even, but those are, of course, like the article says, just guesses." You had me at Avatar 1. I'm not even kidding. I'd love to see more of that story told. I loved what they did with it in the series. But okay, let's get into the Zuko movie. There's a little bit more insight as well into this movie, and I quote, "The time period the Zuko movie will be set in is also not confirmed. We don't know what age he'll be in it or anything like that. However, this does implicitly confirm that yes, the Avatar franchise is officially revisiting the existing characters and the eras in animation. Avatar Studios will only be working on new unrelated time periods." Am I okay with them going back and focusing on some of our OG characters? I'd say so, because even though I clearly I do like the comics, don't get me wrong, not everyone has read the comics, so it would be nice to see maybe some storylines that we have seen in panels brought to the big screen. I did see someone comment and say, I would love to see what happened with Zuko and his mother, and even though maybe that has been touched on already in canon, I do think seeing it on the big screen might add another emotional layer that we probably wouldn't have otherwise. So those are your Avatar Studios updates. Again, 2 theatrical animated films are in active development according to Avatar News, one of them being a prequel film and the other being a Zuko-centered movie. Now let's go on to the live action Avatar The Last Airbender series on Netflix. Now here is a project that I think we see at the beginning of next year at the latest, the earliest maybe December of this year, but I'm telling you guys, we're getting the trailer soon, and we're going to talk about why we might be getting that soon right here. But let's begin with the bit of information that makes me pretty darn excited on the technical side of things. The team that worked on the VFX for Dune, the Academy Award winning team from the company DNEG, I'm guessing DNEG is how they pronounce that, they're working on the VFX for the live action series. According to Avatar News, and I quote, "Today, DNEG announced a multi-year agreement with Avatar's live action streaming home Netflix, with one of their first projects being the live action Avatar The Last Airbender series, currently near wrapping. filming of season 1 and projected for a release date just about the end of the year or beginning of next, kind of like what I just said. DNEG has said that they're already at work on the series. They have a long road ahead to bring the world of Avatar to life, but their track record of course speaks for itself, and shared one short, cryptic, and iconic message. It's a lot of adjectives there. The Avatar returns. And on their official website, if you scroll down, you do see a message that says trailer coming soon. Now that is the third bit of news, guys. So not only do we know who's working on the VFX, and they've been signed for a multi-year agreement, which could possibly mean if there's a season 2 here with this live action Avatar series, I can see them working on season 2 as well. But for the time being, they're confirmed for season 1. The release date is probably end of the year. I'm saying December. That's my guess here, at the beginning of next year, January, February. But we're getting a trailer soon, guys. If the company is saying we're getting it soon, we're getting it soon. And you know it's legit too, because there are some credits on the page as well. So guys, I am very excited. And if you know me, Dune was my #1 movie of 2021. I love that film, and the effects there were incredible. So yeah, the bar is raised pretty high for the VFX here, but it sounds like they're going about it the right way. Even all of the chatter and talk we've heard from our cast members, most notably Uncle Iroh himself, Paul Sun-Hyung Lee, who is honestly, hopefully one day he will be a friend of the channel, but he is just so vibrant, full of life, talking so much about this cast and singing their praises, talking about how they are going to be next up in Hollywood. And this is a huge break for these actors, of course, with such an iconic IP and franchise. So I'm excited to see what happens with this live action series. If anything, all of this news gets me more and more excited. And there you have it, you guys. That is the real news of the day. Of course, to recap, if you skipped all the way to the end for some reason, we got an update on Avatar Studios and their 2 theatrical films, one being a prequel movie and the other being a Zuko-related film. And the second and third bits of news today: the trailer's coming soon for the live-action Netflix Avatar series, and we officially have DNEG working on the VFX, the Academy Award-winning studio behind Dune. Yeah, guys, I'm excited as an Avatar fan, so if you are too, let me know down below in the comments, and even if you're not, let me know why. I'm so excited to have this conversation again, because it has been a minute since we've dropped some Avatar The Last Airbender news, and if you haven't already, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell, y'all. Alrighty, well, I am excited. I'm gonna go watch a movie. I'll tell you about which movie I'm watching soon. Alrighty, y'all. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.